Hey, how's everybody doing today? My name is David Cavanaugh, and welcome to this edition of the Fontbonne Instructional Technology Conference, aka FITC. Today, I'm going to be talking a few aspects of educational technology, and we're going to go through a couple short demos. Basically, mine is based on C++ overview and software development. As most of you guys know, as I see in the registry today, a lot of programmers in the audience today, so great. So we will start with a linear fashion PowerPoint. Most of us have used that, as I've seen. A few of you have used the, well, a few, have used the PowerPoint PLEX. Yes, exactly. Great. I love to use the PowerPoint PLEX because some of those big class diagrams and those enterprise level diagrams, UMLs, class diagrams, presenting, it's really difficult to get the idea across. Then basically, instead of me passing out 200 copies of the slideshow, we can go through PowerPoint PLEX, and we'll get to that. Zoom in, zoom out, a lot of options with that. For those of you at home, where this is also a virtual conference, you should see our site address here at the bottom. It should come up, okay. And basically, we have a lot of other great speakers coming too. That you can log on to our site and view them also. This will all be also YouTube, so you can feel free to jump full screen to YouTube for the home users. Today, amongst PowerPoint as a linear fashion way to present, I'm going to give you some ideas that you can use for a lot of different stuff. It could be graphics, it could be, as I said, some of my C++ stuff is very hard to read when I present, especially with an audience of 200 like you guys. It's very, very difficult to read, so I choose to use the PowerPoint PLEX on that. It's not for everyone. It's sometimes you might want the linear fashion, one after another. We'll get to all that, and we'll do a short demo on that too, of the C++ overview and the software development. Basically, for the PowerPoint PLEX, you should see an address here at the bottom for the home users also. And we have pamphlets for that for you guys to write that out, or you guys can keep them. Basically, based on that, like I said, I use it for very large diagrams, especially class diagrams, humongous. Okay, you have used it. Yes, it is. It's a great. It's just great to use. This is particularly a screen that you get when you go to PowerPoint PLEX. I didn't actually add the screen. You can add whatever you'd like, change it around. Many options, definitely, that you can definitely use. Basically, I had embedded the YouTube video, but it's not on yet. But we have the Fontbonne Instructional Technology Conference, FITC, and welcome everybody. Thank you. Basically, in a nutshell, PowerPoint PLEX is a fairly new tool. It originated from Microsoft. More precisely, it's an add-on for PowerPoint itself. I'm currently using PowerPoint 2010. I'm not sure if it works on any older versions. It seems like everybody's updated to 2010, just about. How many of you guys have updated 2010? Yeah, basically almost everybody. So yeah, definitely it's 2010. It's a bit different, get used to, but it works well. In short, I'm directly not going to read from this, but in short, it allows a different navigation experience through your slides. Instead of having the classical navigational path in which you're predetermined order, just as I actually had to go back right there, I couldn't say, I'm going here, I'm going there, wherever slide I want to go to. Very, very, very smooth process for that, and it's very easy to learn. We'll get to that. Also, as the link, you can feel free to, it's free, so you can feel free to download that with a version of 2010. I would recommend it. May work on 2007. And again, I wouldn't generally recommend it for every particular presentation, but based on that, I personally like it a lot. And if you want to use it, hey, it's a really cool looking stuff. You can do with it. Basically, it's very hard to read down there. We'll get to that too with the zoom options. Right now, we're just running straight PowerPoint, and that is this is taken directly from that citation there. We have the PowerPoint PLEX. Now, this has, like I say, non-linear. We could go linear also. So it's options. Zoom option, zoom in and out. Very quick, very easy to learn. You can jump to whatever slides you like. You want to go third, second, fifth, fourth. It's great. Groupings, you can do groupings on your slides, especially very well use of space in that. There's a lot of options. And through that link that was provided on the bottom, there's plenty of stuff to read on that. I don't want to take up too much time today. Software development skill set. Basically, say for instance, we're running a regular PowerPoint. We're just going from here. There are skill sets to be learned, documentation skills. To be a successful programmer, you got to have great communication skills, quick to learn, debugging, track down those bugs. Who here does like maintenance? Okay. C++ or Java, ASP.NET, Java, man. Okay. Yeah, the Java, pure object-oriented programming language. Troubleshooting logical steps to determine the problem, and always testing. Definitely, testing those programs is a big thing. Some simple rules to keep in mind for your basic programmers. Even HTML is perfect. It's a very simple tags. When you get into XML, you can make up your own tags. But how many of you do XML? Yeah, that's keeping track of all your tags. I see. Yeah, exactly. It is a little bit, but at least HTML. But anyway. So keeping your cool, don't get mad. You'll work it out. You just got to be determined to get that done. Work when you're rested. Unfortunately, that's not always what I'm able to do. A lot of it's, keep it simple. Try to maybe make a shell of your program first. Add your stuff in there, and you're ready to roll. Study, know the rules for the language, the syntax. C++ definitely case sensitive, which is with a lot of languages. Development environments such as Microsoft Visual Studio. Where is the buttons? What do I do if I'm doing ASP.NET? Can I add some Ajax in there? I got to drag and drop. What's the code behind the page? Understanding the problem that you are trying to solve is basically the first major step. If you can write that, document that down on paper first, the rest of it is going to be a breeze. As long as you know all the syntax and you're understanding what the problem you're trying to solve is to build that program. Save early and often. That's with anything. Microsoft Word documents, anything basically. As we all know, I've had Anybody had a thumb drive or a hard drive go down? Yeah. Quite a few, yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. It's very difficult to get that stuff back. I know that they have some places that can. Here's some simple system features of a help desk system that I built in C++. Bare bones type system. Submitting a ticket, requester submits a new ticket, and editing tickets, viewing tickets. I'll kind of let you guys view that. Here we have view assigned tickets. A lot of the stuff might be management based for this, but then we have requesters that need help, so they're requesting help through the help desk system. Now, for instance, these diagrams, and what I'm mainly concerned about with the PowerPoint Plex, and this is kind of based on this virtual conference, and anybody can see that first word here. You guys see it in the back? Exactly. It's very, very hard to read. I can barely see it from here. That's where PowerPoint Plex comes into play, and we will get to that. This I can see, I don't know, in the back, a little blurry, yeah. Well, here we have some basic use case. It's a search for a ticket in C++ for the help desk system that I have been working on. For instance, a precondition is the user is authenticated on the system. They have, say, put on their password correctly, or didn't put in their password wrong too many times. And even with ATM, you get locked out, right? System requests search string, system searches, user enters the search string, system searches for it, displays matching tickets. Extensions of that might be the system doesn't find any matching tickets. Say you put 0031 and that ticket does not exist, so it may give you appropriate message: ticket is not found, ticket is found, ticket is displayed. Some of the initial classes I came up with that were the help desk, which was the main controller class. Based off that, everything kind of works off that. Manager, technician, and requester I used as generalization classes. And then you have your ticket status, ticket priority, ticket category. As I said before, this is our linear fashion of presenting. Here again we have a domain model, a different type of model, where we have, let's see here, we have our generalization is always with the pyramid type looking thing there. Those of you that haven't done the object-oriented C++ or such, definitely, yeah, okay, yes, you have, yeah, I mean, it depends, some of it may make sense. Basically, on this, what we're doing is we're looking at these diagrams to see how you can utilize them bestly, if that's correct, to convey your idea, and everyone can save some paper. I could have made 200 copies of this again, and wow, how many trees. So basically, based on that, so here's the real good example. I'm not sure how clear the other one is. I had to kind of copy and paste on this one, but basically that, I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, you guys can see it in the back now. Yeah, it's very hard to read. I can't really read it even close up there. So this is where PowerPoint Plex comes into play. Something like this you could have in PowerPoint Plex. We have a little bit of code here. We have kind of an inventory system. We have our class diagram, use case, So what we'll do is we'll move on to PowerPoint Plex. So we'll publish your slides in the format of PowerPoint Plex. It's not actually publishing them out on the web or anything, it is just publishing them within the plugin itself or add-on. As you can see, it's rendering these up here. So basically, it depends on how many slides you may have. 1, 2, you may have different sets also, which are very useful. And you can also go back to this at any time. So say, for example, I wanted to go back to that one. Well, there it is right there. Well, I can't really see that, so I'm going to zoom in on that, and I can kind of move that around also. Ordering, update ordering. For those of you, can you see it in the back? Okay. How about now? Exactly, yeah, that's great, isn't it? Yeah. So it's a really great tool. Here we have just a small C++ program, basically based in the total volume of cans you may have. You know, we have const, so that cannot be changed. Const double, that can't be changed. We're using include IOStream, which is using our C in and C out library for IOStream. Int main, double bottles. How many bottles do you have? We're going to put in how many bottles. How many cans do you have? We're going to put in cans. That's going to be held in cans. Bottles are going to be held in bottles. Double bottle volume, we know the volume. Double can volume, which cannot change. Double total bottles times bottle volume equals the total. Bottles times bottle volume plus cans times can volume is going to be our total, which we're going to use a double for that. We're going to print that out on the screen. See out the total volume is total in liters. So we can go back and we can say, hey, well, you know, if we had a different program, if we wanted to look at something else, here was another one, which you guys said, wow, what was that even? And that's add user. Based on all this, we can zoom in, we can zoom out. Like I said, there's a ton of options. We can look at all of our slides, and we can go back to here, which, like I said, we can do groupings, groupings within different parts, each sets of slides, which is just an absolute great tool. You know, all your sections can appear here. You can duplicate this over here, Great tool. Let's take a look here at our site, and as you can see, there it is. Like I said, that will be at the bottom of your screen. We also have for our Twitter. And I thank you guys for coming tonight, and I appreciate your time. I can answer any questions afterwards. Feel free to email me any questions you might have. We will also be updating on Twitter, and like I said, there's some great presentations coming up, so stay tuned and to the website here, and ready to roll. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.